What is up, my friends? Seven Sun here after a very long break. I have been going through some shit. Don't really need to get into it right this second, but a lot of hospital shit, medical shit, leading to mental health shit, just a whole bunch of shit. Basically the easiest way to put it, but I want to give YouTube another try. Not let it get me down, you know what I mean? So why not start out with a sad game that just came out. It's free to play on Epic, and I guess it is a kind of like visual novel story about the Holocaust. Well, more so about the part of World War II when Germany was just starting to invade Poland and start rounding up all the Jewish people. And I think this game, to me, is something I'm very interested in because the entire subject of World War II, especially the Holocaust, is incredibly, incredibly important to me because I think it's something that we need to remember so we don't repeat the same mistakes of the past. Even though it's kind of going on right now in North Korea, but that's kind of a different story. Oops, sorry. But I think it takes a lot of balls to make a game like this because this is not an easy subject to make a game about, and in a way I would call this more of an art piece than a game because calling it a game is kind of, I don't know, let's just check it out. I think it's supposed to be really good. It's got a lot of good reviews, and like I said, it's free because it's a story that needs to be told and remembered. And I believe this is from the point of view of a family, a Jewish family during that time. So this is called The Light in the Darkness, and let's see how it is. Nazi Germany annexing Austria, President Franklin D. Roosevelt proposed an international conference to meet and come up with a solution for the growing number of Jewish refugees fueling the Third Reich. Although Roosevelt was not in attendance himself, representatives from 23 countries, 6 small European democratic nations, Latin American nations, Australia, and New Zealand all met in Evian, France, from July 6th through July 15th in 1938 to discuss admission of the refugees. Aside from the Dominican Republic agreeing to take in refugees for huge amounts of money, none of the countries would budge, and a solution was never established. As a result, the Nazis created the final solution to the Jewish question, the global systematic extermination of all Jews. God, they were fucking nuts. It's so scary to talk about. I can't imagine what it must have been like for those families. Oh. Samuel, hurry up. You don't want to be late. Yes, Papa. Oh, it's so cute. Really sluggish controls, but I mean, this is, let's see here really quick. Resolution's all weird, that's why. Can I just have options, or do I really have to go through this? That's lovely. There we go. Okay. Oh, she looks so sad. Don't forget your homework. I set it right there on the table. What's up, Papa? Come along, I need to open the shop soon. Oh, his name is Moses. This game is gonna get me. I know it is already. It's so cute. I love the art style. Ooh, what's going on? What you doing, Papa? Wait, is this a store? Oh, okay, my bad. I was walking into a wall. Hopefully I'm going the right way. I'm guessing that's a no. There's an invisible wall. Yeah, I read this is a very small team that made this. It's such an important thing. It really truly is. I hope a lot of people get to play this. It's kind of scary to think that like the last Holocaust survivors are almost, you know, dying of old age. And pretty soon none will be left to tell the story, and we have to keep that story going so it's not forgotten. It's one of the worst atrocities our world has ever seen. Really pretty music. Hope I'm going the right way. Oh. Have a good day at school. I will, Papa. Aw. Oh, okay, now we get to walk normal speed. These my homies. Hey Samuel, we're playing... I can't speak French. Do you want to play? Sure. I should have probably seen how to play. Uh-oh. Touch your ear. How? Oh, okay. This is weird. Just like Simon Says. I'll try again, I guess. Oh, it's a timer. I'm an idiot. Do I do it during the time? I'm so confused. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. That's weird. I don't understand how I couldn't grasp the concept of a kid's game, but okay. I was pushing the button. Maybe you have to hold it. There's really no instruction here. It's just kind of free-for-all. Oh, here's that shop. Was he a tailor? Looks like. Do you mind giving me a hand and help Mr. Grosjean while I finish here? Yes, Papa. Hello, Samuel. I'm looking for a blue tie, a little something for my Easter outfit. Do you think you can find one for me? Yes, sir. Let me see if I can find one. A blue tie, huh? Mama! I don't see no ties. Wait, yes I do. Trying to see, am I already wearing the star? No, okay, so it didn't happen yet? I'll be the smartest man in church. Thank you. Anything else we can help you with? I'll just take the tithe for today. Head on home and get ready for dinner while I close up. Okie dokie. Letter from Poland. Oh, no, Mama. Mrs. Abramovich, a letter arrived for you from Poland. Oh, it's from my mother. Thank you, Marie. Do you know what your family will do if Germany starts a war with Poland? I'm not sure. Would you mind watching Samuel for a minute? I need to help Moses close the shop. Of course. Oops. Bluma, what's wrong? Did something happen? It's a letter from Poland. My parents have fled, and they have not disclosed their location in case the letter got intercepted. It says they will send another letter when it's safe. Moses, what if another letter never comes? What if they get caught? We can't think like that. Your mother and father are some of the smartest and clearly the bravest people I've ever met. They'll make it through this, and we'll see them again soon. I hope you're right, Moses. The Jew among thorns. How was school, Samuel? It was good, Papa. That's good to hear. Did you learn anything new? I did. Today we read a Brothers Grimm fairy tale. That's wonderful. I know how much you love stories. Of course, Brothers Grimm. I know all the tales. What story was it? So there was a servant who was leaving his job and was given 3 coins. As he was traveling to find new work, he met a dwarf who asked him for one of the coins. Because the young servant child could work for more coins, and the old dwarf could not, the boy agrees and gives him a coin. To say thanks, the dwarf offers him 3 wishes. He wishes for a gun that will always hit its target, a fiddle that will make everyone dance when he plays it, and the power to have his requests followed. He gets all his wishes and keeps going. Soon he comes across a fat man with a big nose and a long beard, who says all he wants is a bird singing in the trees, so the servant shoots it for him, and it falls into a bunch of thorns. The man walks into the thorns to get the bird when the servant starts playing his fiddle. The man dances in the bushes, getting all scratched up and tattered, and begs the servant to stop, but the servant keeps making him dance, saying it was because his people own a lot of slaves and the thorn bushes are punishing him. That's enough. Moses, don't be so harsh. It's just a story. He doesn't know any better. No, Bluma, he needs to learn that this propaganda is not right. Did I say something wrong? No, you didn't, Samuel. You're not in trouble. There's no use upsetting the boy. He doesn't understand. Son, you need to understand that not everything is what it seems. Sometimes it isn't just a story. Sometimes it's a way to try to get people to feel a certain way about a group of people. Moses, he's just a boy. This affects him too. He needs to know what's going on out there. What he needs to do is be a child as long as possible, and not to worry about things like this. Things like what? Samuel, please go to your room. I need to speak to your father alone. That's a tough one. It's because they kind of have an idea of what's coming. Obviously not to the extent of what happens, but somewhat of an idea that they're being persecuted and that propaganda is being spread about the people that's obviously wrong and just bullshit. I mean, do you tell the child? It will scare him, but he kind of needs to know the truth. I mean, it's not safe, and it's not going to be safe, and I don't know, that's a tough one. That's a really tough one. Because you want him to be a child as long as possible, but bad things are happening. That's a tough one. I don't know what I would actually do in that situation. Samuel, I need you to understand that there are people out there who want to hurt Jews just because they're Jewish. And sometimes they use mean pictures and sometimes stories like the one you learned about today to convince people that Jews are bad people. I have something for you. I know how much you like fairy tales and foxes, so I got you a book about a brave fox called Reynard. He was my favorite when I was a boy. The Hearthstone player? I love it. Thank you, Papa. Wait, that's Reynard. May 1939. Look, Samuel, spring. The beautiful beginning, bringing new life. And a time of renewal. Do you know that the Yiddish word for blossom is? It's Bloma. Oh, your mom's name. Oh, so it's Bluma, just like mother's name. Exactly. Blossoms are a promise of new beginnings. No matter what happens, spring always comes. And with it, hope. September 1st, 1939. The Polish troops are fighting back against the Germans, but they're overwhelmed. Danzig has been taken by the Reich. Nazis have bombed Warsaw and Krakow. Oh no. Maman, that's where Grandma and Grandpa are. They're in Krakow. Listen to me. Your Safta and Boba are very smart people. They'll be alright. I'm sure they escaped in time and have already fled to the countryside. Chaos is everywhere, and the worried citizens are fleeing. The British and French have issued Germany an ultimatum. Withdraw, or they will attack. France will see Bosch off. You'll see, we won the Great War. The Germans are cowards. Vive la France! Vive la France! They'll be alright. Why don't you go back to your room and read your book for a while? I'll be in shortly to tuck you in. Yes, Mom. Sorry if I'm butchering some of these Jewish pronunciations. I really don't know them. And I apologize. Oh, this is gonna get bad. I wonder how deep they're gonna go. Oh, wow. It's crazy because it's like, it feels like it was so long ago, but it wasn't that long ago that this happened. It's just so weird how time is. It seems like it was so long ago, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. It was only like a grandparent's time ago. That's not that long. God. It's so crazy how they can just brainwash so many people to believing their propaganda bullshit. Based on nothing but lies. These poor people. scary. July 1940. Samuel, come away from the window, now. Maman, why is everyone leaving? Samuel, you have to understand, it's a very scary time for Jewish people. We are all afraid that something bad will happen, and so many Jews are fleeing to friends and family in other places that might be safe. Are we going to flee? No, we're going to be brave and stay right here. I admire that. But aren't you afraid? Of course I'm afraid. That doesn't mean I'm not brave. Can you be brave with me, Samuel? Yes, Maman. That's a good boy, Samuel. Now run along and get ready for bed. I admire that so much. That'd be so scary to stand your ground. It's not safe. We have nowhere to go. Moses, we're as good as dead if we stay here. Oh God, he's listening in the back. You see him? What choice do we have? Poor Samuel. There has to be somewhere. What about the UK? Or we can go to America. You know that won't work. They're denying us by the thousands. They're finding any excuse to turn us away, going as far as to label us spies. It's best that we stay right here where it's safe rather than risk being caught, or at the very least becoming homeless with no place to go. I'm not letting my son live on the streets just because you're paranoid. It's not the time to fight. It's really not. Building Reynard. Finally done putting together the finishing touches on Samuel's toy fox. There's been so much going on lately, and Samuel's really been losing himself in the book I gave him, so I figured he could use a friend. Now let's see, where do we start? I suppose we should start with the body, which would be this. Oh, okay, I see. The green thing's an outline. Now the body, let's attach the head. Tail. Front paws, which are these. And back paws. He's perfect, better than I expected. Samuel will love this. Aw, that's so cute. Ah, my son, just the boy I wanted to see. Now tell me, you been enjoying the book I gave you? I have, Papa. Reynard is so fun and brave. He is. You're absolutely right. I've been enjoying it so much. I've read it almost 3 times now. It's my favorite. Which is why I made you this. You made me, Reynard? I love it so much. Thank you, Papa. I'll take him everywhere with me. You should. There are some scary things going on in the world right now, but whatever happens, Reynard will protect you. You just have to try and always be as brave as you can be, no matter what. With Reynard with me, I'm not afraid of anything. Aww. That's good to hear. Although I can imagine your mother will become pretty scary if we don't make it back. I didn't get to finish. That one actually went fast. May 1st, 1941. Uh-oh. Ah, Bernard, my oldest friend. I haven't seen you at Temple for quite some time. I was beginning to get worried about you. Where have you been? Oh, Moses. Monami. I've done it. I've really done it this time. What do you mean? What have you done? I found her. I found the one. You always think you found the one. Oh, nonsense. I was a fool before, Moses. She's brilliant and beautiful and unlike any woman I've ever met. God, that sounds like me. She sounds like a fantastic Shiksa. Did you meet her at the temple? See, that's the thing. She's a Christian. I see. You're not thinking of converting, are you? It's really important to her and her family. And you know me. I've never been terribly religious. Yes, but it would break your poor mother's heart if she were alive. I understand, but perhaps she would also see how happy this woman makes me, and how amorex I am with her, and she would support me. I could see her upset, but like I said, I was never a particularly devout Jew. In fact, I never really considered myself very Jewish in the first place. I see myself as French, first and foremost. Okay, you're definitely being influenced by what's going on. I'm just worried about you, is all. Jewish or not. You've always been like a brother to me since we met. If this woman is as amazing as you say, I will support you. I appreciate it, my brother. We must plan for a day for her to meet you and your wonderful family. Speaking of family, where is that nephew of mine you keep hidden away in that dusty old shop of yours? Well, that might be him right now. I don't think it would be. Why would he be knocking on his own door? Oh, afternoon, officer. What can I do for you? Afternoon. Are you Mr. Abrambach? I am. Is there a problem? I have a letter stating you must appear at the Cisterne Napoleon to examine your situation. Have a good day. That's in French. That's kind of scary. I thought that was an SS guard at first. I couldn't really see his uniform. One moment, officer. I don't understand. Have I done something wrong? No, sir. We're evaluating immigrant status. Simply protocol. Excuse me. Oh boy. That's not good. What was that about? Is everything okay? I'm not sure. What is that it gave you? You're being summoned to do what? You must appear because you're a Polish immigrant? You're French now. As French as I am. This is outrageous. You're not thinking of going, are you? I'm not sure. I'm a law-abiding citizen. This is an official order. If I don't go, the consequences may be dire. I don't think I have any other options. It states you must bring a friend. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to accompany you. Perhaps I can speak with someone and get to the bottom of this, once and for all. I appreciate the offer, but it's probably nothing. I'll just have Bluma go with me. You have a wonderful wife, Moses. Why don't I bring over my future bride to meet her when this all blows over? Bernard, you poor schlump, bring her over. We'd love to meet her. Oh, here we go. The law of October 3rd, 1940, on the status of the Jews was a law enacted by France. The law was signed at one day before the law regarding foreign nationals of the Jewish race, which marked the beginning of the Vichy France collaboration with Nazi Germany for the extermination of the Jewish race. I can't read French or I'd read that, sorry. Or German, I'm not sure what that is. May 14th, 1941. I'm sure it's simple formality. There's nothing to worry about. I don't like that music. I don't know, Moses. Something doesn't seem right. The paper reads, Mr. Abrovich is invited to present himself in person, accompanied by one member of his family or by one friend, at 7 in the morning on May 14th, 1941, for an examination of his situation. He's asked to provide identification. Those who do not present themselves on the set day or hour are liable for the most severe sanctions. This doesn't sound like a formality. What do you mean? I just don't see how you find this suspicious. How you don't find this suspicious. Maybe you're right, but if I don't go, I'll be in a lot of trouble. But we really should leave. I don't want to be late. Man, this is scary. Am I waiting in line or are we going around? I am Moses Abrovich, here to report for my examination. Wait in here and stand by for further instructions. You, take this. You are to run home and gather these items and return with them as soon as possible. Oh, why? Is my husband going somewhere? I'm not at liberty to say. Next! Oh, God. I think this is the way home. Bowl, cup, food, stamps, towel, blanket, sheets. Is this the right way home? There's no map. I'm just gonna keep going this way. It's the way we walked in from, so it's gotta be the way back. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, there's the shop. Okay, cool. No, not this one. This one, right? Yeah. No. This one? Which one's our door? I don't remember. It's this one, right? Yeah, okay. It's the one that's open. Durr. Do I bring my son? Alright, let's see. Okay, there's food box. There's cup. Oh, no. There's bowl. Food stamps. Blankets. Sheets. Towel. Right there. Alright, let's head back. This is scary, dude. You know, where's Samuel? At school, probably, duh. I can't imagine what it would have been like to be going through this, really. It's a really well-made game for a small company like that. It really gets the message over very, very well. Okay, I think we're just about back. Yeah, here we go. Alright. What is this about? We're holding him to review his situation. Standard procedure, return home, we'll be in contact with you shortly. Oh, here we go. Photo from the Green Ticket Roundup, the first mass arrest of Jews by Vichy, France. Train. Oh God, the train. Oh God. The last letter. Oh, Marie, is there something wrong? Would you mind if I came in? Of course, can I get you anything? No, it's alright. I just wanted to bring you this. It says they fled again and they're trying to seek refuge in the U.S. and other countries they were denied. They won't tell me where they're going. They said because France still has diplomatic relations with the U.S., they're going to travel to a small village in France and try to secure a U.S. visa, and suggest we do the same while we still can. Bluma, I wouldn't worry too much about your parents. They seem like smart, determined pair. I'm sure they'll get to their destination just fine, and they will send word when they're safe. But I do think you and Samuel should get visas and try to meet him in the U.S. I can't flee. Not without Moses. I can't just leave him. Listen to me. You can't be worrying about your parents or your husband at a time like this. The way things are going, the only thing you should be worrying about is your safety and the well-being of your son. You think I'm not worried about the well-being of my son, Marie? What if they catch wind that Samuel and I are trying to get a visa to the U.S. and they show up tomorrow and take us away? Let's say by some miracle we do get visas. Then what? We get on a boat, sail to America, and just get turned away? It's better than staying here like sitting ducks and handing your son over to the Vichy government. Marie, I appreciate your advice. I really do. But I need to go and open the shop now. Excuse me. July 1941. Samuel, we need to leave. I don't want us to be late. Yes, Mama. Don't forget your homework. I left it on the table for you. Samuel. Oh, wait. Sorry, I just clicked her again. Do I talk to her or do I? Oh, there she's going. God, everyone just looks so depressed. I can't imagine. If this subject actually really interests you and you wanna see other stuff about it, there is a wonderful movie I could recommend that's called The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Came out probably like 10 years ago or something, but it's absolutely a beautifully made film. It's not a documentary, it's just a story of a boy whose father is an SS guard, but he doesn't really understand what's going on, and he ends up moving next to a concentration camp, and he's ends up befriending a boy that's sitting on the right on the edge of the concentration camp that's Jewish. And it's just, he's so young, he doesn't understand what's going on. It's really beautiful story. It's called Boy in Striped Pajamas. If you ever get a chance to watch it, I highly recommend it. Bluma, how are you holding up? Oh, Mr. Gostin, it's been tough, but I'm managing. Thank you for asking. I'm just taking Samuel to school before I come back to open up the shop. If you'd like to come back a little later. I see the sign in the door, too. Well, I don't think that'll be necessary. Oh, it's not an issue at all. I'll go quickly. I'll only be a minute. That's not what I mean. I'm here to talk to you about this. I've come to inform you that I've applied to be the temporary administrator of your establishment. I don't understand. To put it bluntly, Jews can't be trusted with business anymore, so I'm here to tell you I'm taking over their store. What the fuck? I don't believe what I'm hearing. You are our best customer. Moses thought of you as a friend. Which I thought would make this easier for you. You know how much I've always loved this store. It should be a comfort knowing that I'm going to take good care of it. You've got your hands full as it is, and I'm sure you don't want to get yourself into trouble. Asshole. How dare you take advantage of a poor Jewish family who's never been anything but kind to you? It's not my decision, Blumma. It's just the law. You should be ashamed of yourself. Good day, Mr. Grosjean. Seriously. So fucking brainwashed by Psycho. Packing up the shop. First they take away your husband, and now your business. This isn't right. If we cooperate, they have no reason to come after us. Tell that to Moses. There's a food shortage as it is. Your ration stamps are almost gone, and without an income, you can't even buy meat on the black market. How are you going to feed your son, Bluma? You can't be so compliant. What choice do I have, Marie? I'm all alone and I'm doing the best I can with what I have. It'll be okay. You'll find a way. You can always sew from home. People always need a seamstress, even in times like these, I'm sure. At least to find a way to get to spend more time at home with little Samuel. She's gone. I can't believe the love of my life left me. Yeah, welcome to my life. Bernard. I gave her everything. I converted for her, and she told me she wanted nothing to do with me, all because I was Jewish. My poor dead mother. Bernard, after everything we've been through, 2 whole weeks of bliss. Bernard, now is not the time to be blubbering on about whatever girl you somehow convinced to put up with your nonsense this week. They've taken Moses, and now the shop has been destroyed and taken away. Taken Moses? Taken Moses where? Well, if you would spend more time paying attention to what's going on in the world instead of chasing every woman who gives you the time of day, you would know the police took Moses and many other Jewish men and shipped them off to camps. But how? Why? Who knows at this point? I bet it has something to do with the fight against the Bosch. What will Blumma and Samuel do? I'm not sure. Lay low and wait for him to return, I suppose. What will you do if they come after you next? I have nothing to worry about. I'm French, and as last week, a Christian. They have no reason to come after me, Blumma. Is there anything else I can do to help? Oh, hell, Bernard. Marcel... Oh. Oh, hello, Bernard. Marcel should be back any second. Would you like to see if there's anything he needs? Ah, Marcel. I told you need some assistance. I could definitely use a hand back at the shop. Come with me. Man. I'm starting to get grim. It's just insane to me how moldable these people's minds are. That one man with all his rhetoric can cause all these people to believe this propaganda bullshit. It's insane. Just so tragic. Let me help you out with that. My poor old back appreciates it, Bernard. This is the last of it. I just need a hand getting it onto the back of the truck. I gotta open the truck first. Are we playing Tetris? Okay. Seriously? I guess we're playing Tetris. Okay. That should about do it. Thank you. Poor Bluma. First her husband, and now her shop. She's a strong woman, but I'm afraid of what's to come. You better be careful too, Bernard. What do you mean? They won't bother me. I'm French and I'm converted. I'm now a follower of Christ. I'm just worried about what's going on in the rest of the world. I've heard whispering that converting isn't enough. Well, luckily it isn't the rest of the world. This is France. I'm a proud Frenchman, and I've accepted Jesus Christ into my heart. I appreciate your concern, Marcel, but I'll be fine. But I do have a favor to ask you. Yes? Will you watch out for Bluma for me? For Moses? Of course. Playground bullies. Oh boy. Can I play with you? Didn't you read the sign? You can't play here. Besides, my mother said I can't play with kids like you. But why not? I thought we were friends. I can't be friends with you anymore either. But why? What did I do? My dad says I can't be friends with dirty Jews. But I'm not dirty. I thought we were all going to play at your house today. Don't let him get in your house. He'll probably steal all your things, greedy Jew. Wow. Yeah, why would I let a rat like you into my house? You're not allowed here anymore. The rat can go play with his own kind. Wow. Jesus, man. Wow. Oh, that's not the right way. Jacob. Oh no. My daughter was arrested and sent to a prison. Can you believe that? I'm so worried about her. Why was she arrested? Someone told the police she was a spy. Can you imagine? My sweet daughter, a spy? I'm so hungry. I've barely eaten since we arrived. The food here is terrible, isn't it? The food is so terrible. I can barely have another bite. When do you think to let us go home? You wouldn't happen to have an extra blanket? I'm I'm afraid I don't. Why don't you have your wife send one? I asked my wife to send me anything. I'm afraid... If I haven't asked my wife to send anything, I'm afraid they'll arrest her. Yeah, I hear that. I thought I saw 2 men escaping way over there. I think you better go check it out. That's what you said yesterday. I realize this, but today I actually did. Wouldn't you rather be safe than sorry? If I were you, I'd go make sure. Moses! Jacob! I haven't seen you in quite some time. Where have you been? I tried to flee with my family. Where did you go? Well, not very far, I can tell you that much. One day when my wife was preparing supper, I had an impulse to bolt. I told my wife to drop what she was doing and put whatever she could into a bag, and we hopped on a train and left. Oh, Jacob, it's always so spontaneous. Where did you go? So we stop in a small town in the countryside and befriend this old woman who allows us to stay with her for a little while. After a month of trying to locate family or gather enough money to seek refuge in a different country, the woman politely asked us to leave. Where did you go? That's the thing. We didn't have anywhere to go. We hopped on a train back home and half our peeled potatoes that were there just as we left them. And a few days later, here we are. I'm so sorry, Jacob. Bluma wanted to flee, but we had nowhere to go either, so we stayed. I wish I would have done the same, dragging my poor wife across France like some... It's always easier to look back and think of what we could have done. But the reality is, you have to be the best man and the best husband you can be, and do what you think is right for your family, and hope that's enough. I just feel like I let her down. If you think about it, at the end of the day, Jacob, we're both in this godforsaken camp. Now let's grab some lunch before the policeman comes back. September 5th, 1941. Jews in France? Why do they need an entire exhibit for this? I'm so glad I visited. Now I can identify Jews just by looking at them. That's nonsense. I remember they had the propaganda signs like, I can't remember, it was like a big nose and like a pointy chin or some fucking crazy stupid fucking rhetoric like that Hitler was putting around. They think they can identify us by looking at exaggerated stereotypes, but no one looks like that. Exactly. It's disgusting. Right on the exhibit wall it said the Jewish writer produces launches and sells books. Obviously, what else do you expect an author to do? I went to win a bread card. Times are tough. The baseless claims that were tied to the Bolshevism is laughable. We have to be careful. Jews are like chameleons. They look just like us. I'm undoubtedly convinced Jews need to be removed from France. How could you ever say that? They have just as much right to be here as you do. It's disgusting. France was an anti-Semitic propaganda expedition that took place in Paris, funded by the Nazi Propaganda Office. The intent was to portray Jews as polluting French society, controlling the media, and responsible for Marxism and all the ills of society. It was also presented as a public service announcement to help French people recognize Jews by their physical appearance. Disgusting. May 1942. What am I doing? Oh, okay, I'm outlining. And I'm terrible at it, in case you guys didn't realize. It's really weird. It doesn't let you, like... You have to hit A to stop, but only when the prompt comes up. There we go. Yeah, I'm horrible, I get it. I hope this doesn't have any kind of effect on the story. I don't think it will. This is terrible, I know. But I don't want that on my clothes. The kids already make fun of me, and now I'm going to stand out. It's the law. You can't break the law, or the consequences will be far worse than a few bullies. But why do they want us to wear them all? Well, Samuel, they want us to be able to identify us right away. But why? No more questions now. Be a dear and run and grab my clothes from the other room. That is my favorite little helper. Come on, Samuel, I'll give you a hand. So sad. I know you're confused right now, Samuel, but your mother is going through a very rough time right now. Rougher than you can imagine. I need you to do me a big favor and listen to her the best you can. Alright, now be a dear and run this to your mother while I gather more clothes. Bernard, the babysitter. Oh, thank you so much for coming on such short notice, Bernard. I really need this job Marie found for me. Of course, you don't think I would miss a chance to hang out with Mon Patamayi. Okay, I don't know what I just said. I really have to go. Samuel, be good for Bernard, okay? I'll be back soon. He's really been down lately. He barely eats. He rarely speaks. All he wants to do is read that book of his with his toy fox. I'm really worried. Maybe you could talk to him? I'll see what I can do. Not even a bonjour for old Bernard? Oh, hi Bernard, sorry I was reading. What have you got there, Bernard? Oh, what's that about? It's about a very brave fox who goes on heroic adventures. I see, and this? That's Reynard. Papa made it for me. He said it would protect me. What's wrong? I wish Papa would come home. I do too, Samuel. It's okay to be sad sometimes. Even I get sad. You know what I do? While I march myself down to the cafe and wait for a beautiful girl to walk by, I walk right up to her and say, "Hello, I'm Bernard. Now I buy you a cafe." Ew, girls. Ha ha ha. Oh, you think that now, but just wait till you meet that girl who makes your heart pound so hard you pray she can't hear it. And everything suddenly falls into place. And the world just seems brighter. And then you realize the day you can finally marry her cannot come soon enough. Why aren't you married, Bernard? Oh, my boy. Love is so much more complicated than that. Sometimes you meet the one who makes you feel like you can't live without them, and suddenly, you have to learn how. Damn. Well, it's getting late. What do you say I cook us a nice hearty meal? The debate. Not sure how long the game is, but I think I'm going to keep it one video, because I don't think it's super long. We're at an hour right now, but I don't think it's more than 2. So I'm going to keep it one video, even though it's going to be kind of long. Moses, are you awake? I am now. When we get out of here, are you going to take your family to Zion? I don't think so. In my opinion, France is the safest place for us. After being rounded up and forced to work in this godforsaken camp, how can you sit there and pretend that France is a safe haven for Jews? I don't want to debate with you right now, Jacob. I'm not looking for a debate. I'm looking for comfort. I want to know that my friend and his family are going to be safe. France has welcomed Jews since Napoleon. Napoleon despises us. So you do want to debate? There's no debate about it. Everything he did was for political gain. He gave us equality when all other nations seek to oppress us. He cared about Jews, just as France does. Calling us the most despicable of mankind isn't caring, and neither is shipping us off the camps for that matter. This is just war, Jacob. You're young, you'll learn. It's not just war, Moses. Look at Dreyfus. He was loyal to France from the very beginning. Then he was blamed for crimes he didn't commit and thrown into some island to rot for 5 years, all because being a Jew was an easy target. You don't get away with something like that unless there's something deep-seated anti-Semitism. But then what did he do? Once he was pardoned, he re-enlisted and fought for his country when they needed him most. This is a great nation, founded on principles of freedom and equality. Freedom and equality? The fact that we're in here while they're out there speaks volumes. Bernard and the Nazis. What do you think you're doing? The same thing I do every day. Sip the cafe to lunch, have myself a saucian. Now let me ask you the same question. What are you doing here? Oh boy. You think you're funny? How about you leave the cafe because we don't want you here? How about you leave the country because the French people don't want you here? That's brave. You got balls. It's hard to believe people like you are taking over the world. How do you figure? I have very little interest in such things. My only concern right now is indulging in a warm cafe. Now, if you'll excuse me. They're right, you know. It's all here in this book. Your kind is pursuing world domination. What exactly do you mean by your kind? I mean a Jew, of course. It's right there in your shirt. See? That's where you're wrong. This is all a misunderstanding. I'm a Christian. Even without the yellow star, I know a Jew when I see one. Well, I think you need to get your eyes checked. You can ask anyone. I'm as French as they come. I wouldn't come here to enjoy a cessation every day if I wasn't Jewish, now would I? Oh, you did not just do that. You can't believe everything he says. The Jew is trying to trick us, but thanks to this book, he'll soon be exposed. You're disgusting. If you actually believe that propaganda, then you're more gullible than this pluck. Lucky for you, I seem to have lost my appetite. According to the Nuremberg race laws, someone with 3 or 4 Jewish grandparents was considered a Jew. Mischling were considered a mixed-race people. A Mischling was neither German nor Jewish. They were people with 1 or 2 Jewish grandparents. Mischlings were not allowed to marry Germans and mixed races. The Nazi Party promoted Nazi Party promised when they would come to power that they were racially pure Germans would have German citizenship. On August 17, 1938, the German government set name requirements for Jews in Germany. Only Jews could be given Jewish names. The parents had to choose from a government-approved list. If a Jew did not have a name from that list, they must add an additional first name. Israel for men and Sarah for women. Masoud from Algeria. Who could that be at this hour? Bernard? Is everything okay? Any word from Moses? Unfortunately not, but I was hoping we could have a chat. Of course, please come in. It's so late. Little Samuel's already gone to bed. Is there something wrong? I'm not sure. You see, most of my life I practiced Judaism because I knew it would make my dear mother happy. But since Mima has passed, I see no reason to return. Yes, I heard from Moses. He was tremendously opposed at first, but he came around to the idea. I'm so sorry to hear she wasn't the one. It's not even that. When I converted, I felt so free and safe. Not only could I eat sustenance without guilt, but I felt like I would be free and clear of all the persecution. I was no longer sitting at home worried the police would barge in and arrest me. But now I feel the same, if not worse. My Bele left me. My best friend has been taken away. Everyone is treating me as if I were Jewish, saying awful things, jeering in my direction. And worst of all, what is it, Bernard? I'm banned from the cafe. I feel like being banned from the cafe isn't necessarily the worst part, but I'm sorry you feel like the world is being turned upside down. Forgive me, Bluma. I'm so self-centered and such an imbecile, crying over my own problems when I came to alleviate some of yours. I brought you some of my ration cards. As you could probably gather, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. Oh, Bernard, I really can't. Absurd. I insist. And in any case, I want to make sure that you and that growing boy of yours is eating. Listen to me, Bluma. You're such a strong woman, a loyal wife, an amazing mother. You remind me of my own kind. So resilient till the very end. I was so lost without her, which is why I moved to France after she passed. But I thought you were... French? I am. But I was given French citizenship while living in Algeria. After witnessing the horrors that took place during the Constantine riots, Algeria never felt safe to me. But I still stayed, knowing what leaving home would do to my mother. I said Shiva then and packed my bags. Changed my name from Saud to Bernard and embraced this beautiful country as my home. I just never knew that this beautiful country would turn on me too. Well, I've talked your ear off enough. I better get home. Bernard, are you sure you're feeling well enough to walk home? You're worrying me. Don't worry about me. They can take my rights, but they can't take my Saucian. Convoy 4 of June 25th, 1942. Moses and Jacob are deported to Auschwitz. They do not survive. Roundup, July 16th, 1942. He jumped. Convoy 13, July 31st, 1942. Why do we have all our things, Maman? Are we leaving? I think so, Samuel. Where are we going? I don't know. But be sure to stay close, okay? Whatever happens, don't let go of my hand. Listen up. We're taking the women today and leaving small children behind. Oh no. How do we have sound all of a sudden? Samuel! Bluma is deported to Auschwitz. She does not survive. Convoy 14, August 3rd, 1942. Sorry. Oh no. Samuel is deported to Auschwitz. He does not survive. Around 77,000 Jews from France died in concentration camps. The Holocaust wouldn't have happened. Moses and Bluma would have grown old together. Bernard would have eventually found the one and had a family. Samuel would have become a children's author. Okay, didn't let me read that. Alright, so that is the end. I would say I hope you enjoyed it, but it's not. You know what I mean. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you learned something, gained a new respect or something. I really do hope we don't forget this happened. And I really hope we don't ever make the same mistake again. So thank you everyone for watching this playthrough. And I hope you all have a great day. This is Seven Son, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching.